Hi, my name is Tony Quinn and I'm an independent filmmaker. I am on this site to ask for your help in getting my latest feature made. The feature is titled Bite Me and it's a vampire movie. I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been making movies since the late 90s. I've done 3 features. My first feature was titled The Final Score. I sold it to a company in LA and they did worldwide distribution straight to DVD. And they changed the name to Playing for the Kitty. My second feature was a mockumentary called Case Study about relationships, and my third feature was a horror film called The Lycanthrope, which won in 2 festivals and got into AFI Dallas. I'm on here asking for your help because frankly, making movies is an expensive business. I call it an expensive hobby because I love doing it, but it can end up costing, with equipment and services, cast, crew, blah, blah, blah. So I'm hoping that you will take a look at some of my work that I've done on here and that you'll like it enough that you'll want to donate some money to help me get this feature made. I've been making films since about 1996 after I got out of art school. Basically, I'd just get my friends together and we would get out there and shoot whatever we could come up with. I got to the point where I was taking my camera with me wherever I would go, and I just, see what I could film and then take it and edit it and put it together. We do little action films or action trailers for movies that actually never got made because we didn't have the funding for it. This was way before Indiegogo and Kickstarter ever came about. But we just got out there and would try and do it and then see if we could get somebody to invest and give us some funding so that we could get out there and try and get these films made. Most of them ended up as just trailers that I look back and enjoy and give to people for their reels. Some of them were pretty ambitious. The Distant Planet one that I was working on, I really wanted to do a sci-fi film, and I still want to, but that would have to come a little bit later when there's actually some more funding. It could be a project that I may go back and try and do. I enjoy making movies. It's a lot of fun. I call it my expensive hobby because it is a hobby. I love doing it, but it does cost money, and sometimes I'm able to kind of do things for people, and they'll give me a little bit of payment for it, whether it's filming a wedding or some sort of event, or somebody's doing something that they want to send off for some competition or whatever. I may film that for them. I've had the pleasure of working with some very good, very talented people that have gone on to do other things out in Hollywood. My first film was called The Final Score, which after I sold it, they changed the name to Playing for the Kitty. I actually sold that on the first try, which was amazing to me, and they did distribution worldwide, so it was in video stores all across the globe. After that, I made a film called Case Study, which was basically a look at how people view relationships and the opposite sex. We tried to showcase just different situations with singles and couples, cheating. We tried to just address a whole lot of different issues in it. Married couples, interracial couples, even gay couples, and even a couple that was dealing with one of them being HIV positive. After that film, I tried my hand at doing a horror film, which won some awards in some festivals, which I was really pleased about. It was called The Lycanthrope, and it's about, a group of friends that go out to this rural area, and one of the guys follows this girl out into the woods and ends up getting infected. And then he comes back home, and it's not a full moon yet. Him and all of his friends go out for a weekend out in some remote location, and before long, all hell breaks loose and people start dying. It was my hand at doing a werewolf movie, and I really enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun doing that film, and so I got to thinking after a while. It's like, I'd like to do another horror film. And in the back of my mind, I always knew that the next one would probably be a vampire. So I try to make my films fun, try and throw some scares in there along with a little bit of comedy, a little laughter, and I just enjoy doing it. I'm also right now in the process of trying to complete 2 documentaries, one on motorcycle groups and illegal car racing, and also a documentary about Carnival in Trinidad and Tobago. I was down there in 2008 and got a lot of footage and just putting together a documentary on those 2 subjects. If you donate money, you'll get perks, and they're listed on the site here. So again, I want to thank you in advance for your time of listening to me, and thank you in advance if you make a donation. I really appreciate it, me and all the crew. See you at the movies.